Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is September 10th, 2025, and I have a message for you all today. If you don't know me, by the way, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. Let's see who's coming through for us today, okay? There has been much talk about what is to come. There has been much talk about something significant is not only already occurring, but will reach its peak soon. We wish to add to what was already said by encouraging you all not to engage the mind when it comes to trying to understand what this means. You see, your mind is part of your physical vessel. The journey you are on is not a physical one, at least not in the spiritual sense. So if you try to understand with your mind, then you are trying to use a physical aspect of yours to justify or explain a spiritual journey, and that is not possible. Your mind is meant to aid you, not to replace what must come from within. You do not need to know all the answers in order to move forward. You do not need to understand the process in order to move forward. All you need to do is trust, believe, and know that you will move forward. And by doing so, you are surrendering and letting go of anything and all that may stand in your way. Your mind was never meant to guide you on a spiritual journey. Your mind was meant to be a tool, not the main character. Remember this as you move forward and as you embrace what is ahead, for it is of importance that you embrace what will be, not with your mind, but with your soul. We are the Council of Human Affairs. Council of Human Affairs today, speaking on or encouraging us not to engage our minds too much. You know, this is an interesting take that I haven't heard, or not in that context at least, but it's true. Basically, they told us that our mind is a physical aspect of us, right? But the journey we find ourselves on, the spiritual journey, is not. So why use the mind to advance or move forward in the spiritual journey? Actually, quite a valid statement, if you ask me, right? And I know that this will help some of you in sort of maybe letting go of the mind, because to be honest with you, the mind is something that all of us use. We're used to focus and allow the mind to dominate, because this is what we've been conditioned to do, right? This is just what humanity does, at least in the Western world. We have learned to rely on our thinking. And now we find ourselves in this place and this time where our mind and what we've been taught doesn't serve us. Just the opposite. So I know it's difficult, but in order to be able to make it more easy on us and to be able to actually integrate more, we have to sort of disable the mind a little bit. And when I say disable, it means it's just to allow the mind to not rule or dominate, okay? And the way you do that is by enhancing the intuitive parts of you. The mind is a very helpful tool on this journey, right? We need our minds to be able to manifest, or rather put into existence, what it is that we create from a more deeper level. So it's important, but the mind is also our biggest weakness. The ego, right? And the doubts, all of that comes all from the mind. So, should you find yourself in a position where your mind constantly goes, constantly questions or doubts, tackle this first, okay? Tackle the mind first. And the way you do that is to be very kind to yourself and to just rein in your thoughts when they do come about, right? Be very mindful, whatever that looks like for you. Anyway, let me know what you think about today's message from the Council of Human Affairs, as always, and stay tuned for more. Bye.